Is the U.S. Navy now being forced to factor in even Iran's reported dolphin mine threat in Hormuz? Trump's Great Hormuz pressure campaign may be running into yet another unconventional Iranian weapons story. First, the Mosquito fleet. Now Iran's reported killer dolphin option is adding to the chaos around Hormuz. Washington's newest nightmare may be the idea that Iran is considering deadly kamikaze dolphins for underwater attacks.
Top of everything else, we then land on top of it, and we took over the ship. We took over the cargo, took over the oil. It's a very profitable business. Who would have thought we were doing that? We're like pirates. We're sort of like pirates.
Iran is reportedly considering deploying dolphins fitted with mines in the Strait of Hormuz as part of unconventional options against U.S. naval forces. The reported plan is tied to fears in Washington and the Gulf that Iran may be weighing underwater or kamikaze-style attacks on U.S. warships as talks remain deadlocked. The New York Times reportedly cited these discussions on May 1st amid the ongoing U.S. blockade pressure on Iranian ports and shipping. Iran's reported consideration of such a move comes as hardliners increasingly describe the U.S.-imposed financial crisis and blockade conditions as an act of war. In response to the blockade, Tehran is said to be considering previously unused or unconventional weapons against American warships in the Gulf. According to accounts citing U.S. and Iranian officials, mine-carrying dolphins were among the options discussed in reporting, also linked to the Wall Street Journal. It would not be the first time Iran has been reported to explore unusual maritime tactics in Hormuz, where mines, frogmen, and covert naval tools have long featured in threat assessments. Iran reportedly bought dolphins trained for Soviet naval missions in 2000, with older BBC reporting saying the animals had originally been prepared for combat roles. Those dolphins were reportedly trained to attack enemy divers using harpoons mounted on their backs. The same reporting said they were also trained for suicide-style attacks on ships by carrying explosive mines. The New York Times also reportedly cited the Wall Street Journal in saying the IRGC could deploy submarines into the contested Strait of Hormuz as part of an underwater escalation option. Iran has already threatened undersea infrastructure in Hormuz, and analysts have long warned that cables, mines, and covert naval tools could become part of its pressure strategy. The revelation about possible kamikaze dolphin planning surfaced amid uncertainty over whether any Iran-US understanding or deal can still hold. On May 1st, Trump publicly signaled uncertainty about who exactly he was negotiating with on the Iranian side, reinforcing perceptions of a confused diplomatic track. At the same time, Trump also highlighted aggressive U.S. naval enforcement in Hormuz, a posture critics have described as swaggering or pirate-like amid the blockade.
I was saying, somebody said, sir, you don't really have to do it. You can call up and probably do it. I said, are you kidding me? Can you imagine?